So Brian's...
Don't do good. I was like, no.
Well, have a look at this. So he works from one punch to then two punches. And so there's a bit of an escalation, but I want to show you this little drill in between that's going to help us with that as well, okay? So we're going to start it out really simple. Just stand in front of your partner like this, and he just puts one arm out. I don't want it to be a punch, a shove. I just want it to be a hand. You're like Mr. Han on Enter the Dragon. It could be a punch, a stab, a shove, anything in there, okay? But the idea is, and we're just going to do this. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And if you notice any of your blocks, for example, they all come like this, you do these blocks like this. The real reception is the other hand. The end result is the bridge, and the bridge is what links the two bodies together, right? So for example, if that punch came in, I could either check it this way, this way to go inside, or I can go to the outside to come this way, you see? So to make that easy to learn in a progressive suit, the hand comes out, and you go inside and vector it. 2. Other hand comes out. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then 1, 1, 1, 1. And then we'll go 1, 2, hit, and we start going to so it doesn't matter. Here's the hands out again. It doesn't matter if it goes to the inside or to the outside. It leaves one hand left to strike with, you see? So in Motobu's second self-defense, he uses this check and receive stop before he enters, okay? Before the irimi happens. So let's make that. I'm sure you guys probably already do stuff like this anyway, but if not, it's a very good, I don't think I need an adjective here. It's a great drill, and it's something that's super mandatory, and I don't see a lot of it in karate, even though it is. When I first started teaching, people said, "Oh, that's just a Filipino hubad," because that's what they do. That's a bread and butter technique in Southeast Asian fighting arts, but not just Arnis or Kali, but also in any of the silachi, you'll see the same thing. But the funny part about it is also in the southern Chinese systems as well. You're going to see it everywhere, and I mean we do it. Look at it. It goes 1, 2. Well, I've just opened a hand to check into the block. Why would I be guilty of, say, borrowing from Southeast Asia? But if that's what it takes to wake somebody up by saying, oh, it's from another style, then whoopee, then we're cross-training, okay? So hand comes out and just goes 1. And first we'll work the inside. Check, 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 check. And it's never, so I'm only concerned with here to there. That's my zone for getting struck. So I want to, as it's coming toward me, I want to greet it halfway. I want to intercept the fist. I've heard that somewhere before. I want to intercept it, and then I want to put a wedge in it to hold it there whilst I do something with my other hand. And it comes back in, so I go 1, 2, and 1, 2. And you see, it's always that meifu tote. The hands are always close together. I never say far away. 1, 2. And then what you can do on yours, you decide you go outside. 1, 2. And then see, 1, 2. So I'm back on the inside, now on the outside. Now I'm on the outside. Now I'm on the outside. Are we good? Hey, let's start with that. All right, Now remember here, what's important here, again, is distance and timing. So the intermediate here is space. So I don't want to make too much space and then come over there. You see the distance here? I want to do this. I want to go stop it. And basically what I'm doing is I'm replacing my hand. I'm going like this. I'm drawing a vector in between here this way. So it's in the same position. People have a tendency to have what we call their hands travel. They do this, they'll go, watch. I make contact here, but watch, it goes all the way over here. And then they'll go here, it goes all, see? You don't want that, you want to go here. It's just quick, and it's on the same spot, here. Understand? Quick. because you want that ability to go, you want that, you want this. You want this. You want that type of action and timing. You want to be able to receive it, trap it, and hit at the same time. And so, I can hear that. So for example, if you're doing, say, a pushing hand exercise from here, I want to trap it. He receives it like this, but I want to be able then to move it and hit it at the same time. So I've got this action, I've got this 1, 2, 3. He receives it, and I want to move it, I hit it again. Or I want to come over the top of it and come back this way. So it's very, very simple, to the point where we make it difficult for ourselves. So if you can do this, may I suggest this? You just go, here's a very easy way to do it. The right hand comes out, I receive it on the outside, I go 1, 2, and then I'm going to come across, and he's going to take this on the inside, and it goes 1, 2, and then he hits with that hand there. See? And I'm on the outside again, and I go 1, 2, and as I strike, he's going to take it on the inside. 1, 2. And he strikes back in, I go 1, 2. And so we're always on this outside inside until I want to change. If he hits, I don't necessarily, I can go on the inside now. Now he's going to go on the outside, you see, from here. And I'm back on the inside. Go. Okay? So take it easy. Hand comes out. You go to the outside without windshield wiper in it, okay? You just, it's here. I want it there. So that means I'm going to move it this far. So no windshield wiper. I here, 1, and then 2. I keep the bridge there because if I move the bridge to go to strike, he's already here hitting me. So I go 1, 2, leave it, and I hit 1. That's it. But you see what you did? You went like this again, and you draw it way back like that, right? So keep the hands in that position. 1, 2, leave the hand there, hit. 2, there it is, see? There are no mistakes. There's only learning and getting hit, right? So, hey, onegaishimasu. Dozo.
I'm learning a lot today.
Oh, good, good.
I'm getting hit a lot.
Oh, you're getting hit a lot. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, hey,
I'm learning a lot.
there you go.
Okay, so we want to go outside this time? Yeah, we can switch this time.
Hey, and did you get a chance to get some calligraphy when you're here this time for the dojo?
Oh.
Oh. I'll talk to the boss.
Sorry, sound a little.
Well, I can tell he'd be ready for our engagement drill. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's fun. That's what it is.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of that type of stuff as well. So, yeah. Watch this. No, I take the template. It's any hand. Go ahead. So just leave the hand there, and don't even make it martial. Just like the hands are. And I go, hand. Look, 1. Get it out of the way. Now imagine if his arm was spring-loaded. If I took the hand out of the way, it would just come back to where it was, right? So if I go like this, took the hand out of the way, it'd come back. So I don't want it to come back because I want a pathway to his face. So I put a bridge there. The bridge holds it, and then I can come across the top to strike him, you see? So I want to strike him, but I can't because his arms are. So I tap it out of the way, I hold it, and then I make the strike from here. So if you think in terms of, that's how easy it is. I want to hit him. Oh, I can't. His fist is there. Hey, oh God, his fist keeps getting, let me move that fist out of the way. I go like this, but I can't. It comes back again because it's spring-loaded. So I got to go here, put the roadblock there, and now make the strike. And if you only just did that, sorry. 1, 2, 3. And then you went, okay, I can do that in 2 now. I go 1, 2. And now I can make that in 1. And that's really all you want. And the inside is the same as the outside, except for you're on the inside doing the same thing. And it's the same as the other hand. So the movement is the same. The movement is literally check, trap, strike. Check, trap, strike is all it is. Nice. Oh, you.
Break a camera.
Hey, forget about it. Forget about it. Come on. Here, I'm attacking you. Go.
Forget it. Okay.
There you go.
You know why? We practice a lot.
Nice, good. And that's yeah, go ahead. The joint, and if a joint go ahead, put joint manipulation. Then all I do, go push it, you can push it. All I do is I put a wedge there. Slide out.
How do you get back outside again?
One, grab your hand, no, your hand, and pull it back toward your face. Now hold it there, keep it tight so I can't get my hand on it. Tight. Squeeze your bicep up. There you go. Now bend over backwards. Come right around, come under. Oh, you got me in a rock, you see? Yeah, now I push it back out the other way. You spin it, back fist, my fist. There you go. I tap and we come back here again. Now, repeat that quickly as you can.
This is why I gave up on remembering things so fast. I'm like, oh, they're the content and then we do the technique. All right, let's just do that.
IMA. All right. Good, nice flow. Now imagine in our Tegumi set, we have 12 sets of exercises. That's one of them right there. And so I'll make sure that before you guys leave the island, you get a copy of this download for yourself so that you can practice those at home. So, wonderful. Okay, so, and just while we were just having some fun there, I want you to do this. So here comes 1, 2. Goju, right? Sure. You guys, do you do Kurumfa as well?
Are you Protestant or Catholic? Get on with it.
Hey, come on, no fighting. Come on, hey. So we go like this, we go.
Okay, sorry. L'chaim.
Like 1, 2, and this time as you hit, watch what I'm going to do with this hand. I hit and I grab, you see? And as he tries to parry off, I turn into him like this, and just before he takes my arm, I drop it like this and I come underneath like this. And I do this. I go 1, you remember this? 2, and then from here, as I turn into him, he's going to escape by reaching out to grab his hand. No, the other hand. This hand, it's up. Yeah. This hand grabs your hand and you pull it back. Trap his arm so I can't pull it out like this, okay? So flex the bicep, turn around backwards to me. There you go. Come underneath and come. There. Now he's got me in a reversal from here. You see what I mean? So we're going to put that together into a little bit of a drill here. So it goes like this. 1, 2, tap. There's the impact. Slide underneath. Apply the arm bar from here. But rather than tapping, you go for the grab. Grab your arm. Out. And then come around. There you go. Oh, right. Are we good? Okay. Dozo. No, that's called a kip up. So, I go here. 1, 2, 3. So what I did here is I did this. I went here. Up. Nukite, right? And the nukite is to tag here and to not here, but this way. See? And I go boom, and that turns around, and then I come with this. See? From here this way. And I keep it on the side. I come this way from here, and I do it like I call it the genie choke. Hey? Although Barbara Felder made it look better. He's too young for that, right? See here? See how I come back? Because a lot of people do the choke this way. But that's very easy to escape from this one, see? So what I do is I put it under my arm like the genie from here. And then I just pull it back. And all I do is I just squeeze my arms like this. And he's gone. 10, 15 seconds maximum. He's gone. Usually 8 or 9 because it's a arterial choke. It's not an arterial strangle, not a larynx choke. So
on the strike, are you hitting?
Yeah, no.
Not here, just here.
So there's, when we get to the pressure point part, I'm just going to turn you around a bit here. I turn like this. There's a part where I'll attack the deltoid crease. I'll use my fingers this way to make the attack work, okay? But for striking, I'd probably just hurt my fingers doing that. But if I do this, I get that 2-way action. I go boom. And then as I give him a little tap there, I'll pull him back. There's lots of ways to work those strangles. I have one whole drill that's just 36 strangles. 12 from the front, 12 from the back, and 12 on the ground. And several of them are like gi associated, and several of them are just bear chokes as well. So, because you can't say, I can't choke you don't have a gi on type of thing, So,
Absolutely.
So there's a kata that I learned in southern China that's part of the Bubishi. It's called Neipai, or Nipaipo for the modern part. And there's a couple of different versions of it. There's a story here about a guy named Kyoda Juhatsu, who learned under Higo Nakando during the time Miyagi Chojun was with him. But there was some influence of a Chinese white crane master named Go Kenki, or Wu Xian Hui was his Chinese name. And he was a white crane stylist from Fujian province who set up a tea business here back in 1910, 11, 12, around there.
Oh.
And he was part and parcel of helping the Okinawans investigate the roots and application and meanings of the Chinese Kung Fu that they were practicing. And, hence the term back in the day was called, Rukyu Kempo, right? Kempo is the Japanese pronunciation for the Chinese word chuanfa, chuanfa, or laws of using the fist. And the kata from the Buddhists called neipai, and they have this in it as well. Did we ever do tsukinaka as well? Did we do that at the beach back last year or the year before?
Did a seminar on it.
Oh, we did a seminar. Oh, yeah.
Hours.
Okay, yeah. So that we see, my brain's not working, but there's a part in that where we go like this, here, 1, 2, 3. And then we do this break. This is a break from a full Nelson, and then this is a hand release and so on. And when you see the movement, you go, oh, gee, that's a very unusual. But when you see, boom, bang, the application, of this, getting back and taking person out, but rather than doing this part, is you slide underneath. This way he's got no way to, he can reach and grab or do it. But as soon as you, see, I'm right under here. I'm like this. Look. See, right down here. So that triangle right there. A seatbelt? No. Oh, you mean for the MMA people?
Yeah, sorry.
Seatbelt. Okay. Okay, so where are we? The block's down. You get working okay? All right. So now we're going to go like this. So here, he steps forward to attack. I step forward back from here. Now, he's going to come in this time with the right hook punch. So he's going to shuffle in and go right and then left. So very slow here. Watch what's going on. So I'm from here. Don't chamber the hand. Remember, multiple was very big on this. You don't go like this to initiate the attack, for obvious reasons. Forget about the fact that I can see it coming. It's just going to double up your distance, right? So it was always boom, boom, right? So he goes to the attack. I do this. You see here? Here. I go here. 1. And then what I do second against the opposite hand is exactly what I did on the first hand. And watch let's go back to number 1 again. Remember one? I went like this right here. Here, this way here, and I stop the hand. Sorry, I just stop the hand. See how I stop the hand here? So in number 2, I do this. I go check, bridge, watch the bridging hands. So I do the same thing here as I call it back again, see? Yeah. Yeah, so that happens the same way. So he's in a position, I'm here. It goes 1, 2, 3 from here, you see? And then that's where I'm going to do this. As I put the headbutt in from here, I'm staying heavy on the arms, but sliding them down to his wrists. And you notice how I have him on his back leg, which means there's very little weight on the front leg, which allows then for the knee here, and then for the secondary knee strike from there, okay? So we go check here. 1, there's the headbutt as you grab. Foot sweep, knee. Now, we're going to follow that up with the takedown in a minute, but we're just going to leave it for the time being. So it's the same as number 1 as the second part, and the first part is the new hand. So he comes in, check, and receive, and dart in with the headbutt. And you can put that headbutt on the deltoid if you want, just for a little bit of contact, okay? And when he's back like that, there's where you make you grab, or if he's got the gi, you grab the gi. There's your foot sweep, and as he's coming down, there's your knee. Good? Hey, aishimasu. Now get a hold, but James, make sure you need to control his wrists. Yeah, this is a very important part of this exercise. You gotta control the wrists because of the follow-up here. I don't think you foot swept him hard enough there, James. No. Yeah. So remember, I said this is such an important part, and I hope, if nothing else, this weekend, just this one thing plays a very valuable role in, continuing to take another layer off the onion, so to speak. Is that timing with which to carry out. It's like a cascade domino effect. If you don't get that first one knocked over, don't worry about the rest of them. They're not going to go anywhere anyway. So he throws the shot. You do this and this. Now hang on before I go. So this is coming, but you can't just go hi and expect him to stay there. It's not going to happen in a million years. Or if he does, it's no different than us doing hey, when I attack you like this, and then I wait there until you carry out. It's just never going to happen. And those are the things I stand in opposition to. These one-step sparring. They do have their place, but not for functional self-defense, okay? So you go like this, you go here, and as that's coming, you're already going boom. And that headbutt, as he's still coming toward you, is what's going to allow you the time to drop your hands down to catch him from here. Now you can't pull him this way because you're never going to sweep that leg because you got too much weight in. So that's why you do this, you see? Now there's no weight. So now I go bang, then I go like this. Now from here, that's where we're going to do this. We're going to go, after you've done the knee and he's crossing, we're going to go like this from here, you see? Recognize the move? That's right, because this would be in a kata not in your system. Do you recognize it? Pasai Sho.
Also we do it in Kashanki,
Come up the other way with this. So here, you're going to do this. You're going to come up. Here, you do it with him. Grab his wrist. Grab his wrist. Good, come underneath him. There you go. Now, you got to push this hand way up here and pull that way back there. So you got that. Now, come underneath him and spin him around. Like this. Sorry. So I got it from here. So you like this. And then I want you to come duck underneath from here. You see like this? You feel where you're going, right? You go that way. You're going to become a member of the gymnastics team here. Okay? Huh? I like those. Those are the BFOs. The blinding flash. And then hold it right there. Hold it. You got to make sure that that's there because he cannot resist this. Now, drop down if you want. You can drop down or you can spin out, your choice. Go. That's it. Come on, go. Come on. Why do you let him go? He's not on the ground yet. Come on. And continue to unsprawl. No, okay, sorry. My apologies. I just took some more painkillers for my knees. They're so bad right now. So I go like this, I get you down. Now, ready? Down you go. Go. There you go. Now watch this. James, this is what I meant. As I go like this. I just killed my knees to do that, by the way. And he's still alive.
His shoulder starts with nice. He loosened up.
Okay, so let me just grab the wrist. Yeah, there you go. Now take him down and roll him. And you can use your body to help get over. There you go. Pull. Pull the other arm out. But you got to know, James. Turn it like you're rowing the boats. No, the other way. Back. No. I'll show you over. Come on up. Get up on your feet there, by Jesus. So I want to stay close. I want to come underneath. And when I say your body, you can bump him like that to get him over. In this case, I'm not going to do that. Just go ahead, nice boy, roll over, go. Hey, there you go. Now watch. I go pull, and when he comes over, watch, James, I go like this. You see? That's why I have to, yeah. Arigatou gozaimasu. Good, good. Now roll them over, roll them. Nice, nice. And just, Vince Sensei, just reposition yourself with your own footwork to get in front of him, you know. Yeah, but not the gi. This time take his wrists. And put your shins at his tricep tendons. There you go. But rather than wishbone him this way, just bend forward with your knees more. There you go. That's easier to apply pressure that way. Yeah. Or you can go 6 of one, half a dozen, little give and take, you know. Yes, sir. That's working. Oh, I love it when they're having fun. Now pull him. You got to pull him. There you go. Now back spin him. Back this way. No, under and back. There you go. Now back him back from that's it. Go back. Yes. Hey, do you know what your father was saying about you the other day? Where's that allowance, Dad? Yeah. Your shoulders, my knees. We could.
Stay close. Body to body.
Yeah, but you see, you waited to get control at the end, rather than to be. You get. If he was working for real, as soon as you get in, he'd try to get away, or he'd try to grab you or something like that. So you need to. There. That's where you go for the grab. There you go. Good. Yeah. Duck. Just go. Yeah, that's it. Pull him out, and back. There you go. You guys all want to change your hands. I don't. Yes. Okay, good. Now pull them out. Now stop. Freeze. Keep your hands right there. Just dip them down low and go backwards like that and come back. There you go. No. Why do you want to? You don't change those. Don't change it. Keep way out there. No. Open them up here. Oh, way out there. You want them way up here. Here. And you want your knees in here. Nice shikodachi. Now you want to pull them back and lean. Now, why are you fucking doing it? Let go.
I couldn't see where I was.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah. Good. There you go. Nice.
I mean, tap. I switched to Spanish.
Okay, now, arguably, 9 out of Motoboost 12 are basically all the same thing. It's the 1-2 combination. It really is from various ways. There's another one we probably won't do it today. We'll probably pick it up first thing tomorrow. There's something from a back fist, where you stop, and he does a backhand, okay? And there's another, and when he comes in and he kicks the leg like this. And the other one is from a bear hug from behind, okay? So those ones are uniquely individualistic. The rest of these are all pretty identical to this type of thing. And you'll see, and I'll make sure you guys all get a copy of the download of this these lessons. So you'll have, in case you missed something on the videotape, you'll see all those there as well. But please get a copy of what's being said here so you can hear. On the videotape of the download, I don't talk like I am now. I'll make it sound like professional. so he steps in with his left hand. So here, he emphasizes the same thing. We're going to do the same thing again in another from here. So he's going to do this. It's going to be that punch and that punch. But the timing is a little bit different on it. So that punch comes in and you do this and you do this. But before that punch comes, he does this. 1, 2, bump, and now he punches me. So you got this play going on. You've got this distraction, and as he's coming forward, so I go spit, flick, and as he's coming forward for that, so I'm just doing the bump on the chest. But if you do it properly, boom, he bends over, you're banging him in the face with it. So when the hand comes, the hand is just a matter of coming here before you lock it up in an underhook. Oh, what's that from MMA? Huh? Oh, wrestling. Can you imagine that this stuff existed before MMA? and then we're going to do the takedown here is going to be very interesting. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so we go. So this is the same from here, but before that punch goes, you go boom, and then bang. And as he's traveling backwards, he throws the punch at you, and that's where you block from here. And then we're gonna. Okay, we'll do that part first. Okay. You're going to love this takedown too, by the way. It's another. So remember, it's the same thing here, but then it's spit, impact, bump, and then protect yourself. Okay. And so one last thing. If you get some dialogue or get a little monologue going in your head, it's check. Bridge, spit, distract, bump, protect yourself. And again, so it goes check, bridge, distraction, bump, protect yourself. And that's where we're gonna hit and go down and do this very interesting takedown. Oh yeah, you're gonna like this takedown. This takedown, it goes this way from here. Okay, and then you're going to do a back roll, but you're going to lock his leg up so you break the leg as well. So, yeah, it's a, it's a. Okay, so it goes like, hey, slap, hook. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Now that's the arm breaker right there, but we're going to come on and go tap, grab. And just do a back roll out. And after, when you get comfortable doing the back roll out, then I'm going to show you how to lock his leg up so he doesn't roll out, but his body weight's going to keep going until his knee goes. Yeah, fun. We're having fun. And this is the whole system of 12 drills that you learn in this progressive order. So by the end, you don't need the drills anymore. It's like learning how to sword fight. You've done all the receptions, now you don't need the templates anymore, unless you're going to go teach somebody else. Purpose of a template. Put it over the keyboard, take it away, you don't need it anymore. I don't think they use keyboards or templates anymore. Are we ready for the takedown? Okay, rehearse that one more time, let me see. Yeah. Yes, bump, punch, slap across the face or elbow, your choice. Now get underneath it now. You guys come my way. Walking up, walk a little bit over this way more, because he's going to go for a roll that way. Good. You got now. Get deep in there as you can. Get your arm all the way through. Good. We won't say anything because you do. Yeah, that's what you're. But all I want you is hold him tight, and all I want you to do is just sit back. Go. There you go. He and gravity and momentum will take the rest. Okay. So let's see you do that again. Yes. Well, see your palm's right there. Because your palm's there, just slap it right there, boom. Yeah. No. Make sure you want the leg on the other side of him. Yeah, you want it right in there. You want him tight. Because he'll get a chance to escape. Now actually hug his leg. Now go. Good. Yeah, watch you guys. I've seen, whoa, take it easy. Yeah, oh God, sorry, so let me know, no. By the way, everything we're doing has an inherent danger. Everything. Now this one here, you should roll out of it, Now in a minute you won't be able to roll because I'm gonna lock your legs up, okay? But if you know ahead of time, look, I'm gonna be going down on the ground, he's got my elbow, I won't be able to move, I better just kind of go down with it slowly, That's a good mentality. Don't resist. Resistance is futile. So, yeah. Yeah, no, or that's exactly what's going to happen. So you're kind of lucky we had mats and you just got it on the head. But I could tell that hurt you. Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. No problem, you know. Yeah, you were married. What am I saying?
Cheers, Black Rose.
Okay, let's go again. Let's keep going. We need it to be effortless and smooth. Let's go. There you go. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, good. Now, what I need you to do now is the same thing with no pausing. It doesn't have to be fast and lose the power. We don't need any of that. But just, I needed to go like this. I need to go. Nice flow, that's all. Now start and don't stop. Good. Nice, good. Nice. That's it. Yeah. And by the way, you know how you make that perfect? Mr. Kinjo, my former teacher used to say to me, he loved these types of things, by the way. He'd go, each. And I go, I'd do another one, he'd go, ni. And I go, and he go, I say, sensei, he goes, 100回までですけども. I go, what? He goes, 200. So he would count. He'd go, 99 まだ? Yeah, keep going. You only done 99. I was like, I don't get it. He goes, and that's what this value of repetition. Because repetition without resistance gives you this super familiarity. And so then as soon as he starts resisting, you've got both templates so well, now you just go, oh shit, I didn't realize he could do that. And that becomes, one more point. I got to remember that. And then as you work with other people and you continue the resistance, all the new lessons start flowing in. So just a simple drill like that could take you months and months of working out all the glitches, so to speak, until you get it. And then, you think to yourself, oh, this is karate, man. Like, wow, okay. For me, it kind of happened inadvertently because I was just tired of not getting the answers I wanted. I'm talking about, this is like late 70s, early 80s. Doors were slamming. I couldn't get it. People were ostracizing me because I was asking questions. So I said, I'm coming to Okinawa, man. And I wrote a really interesting article after that where I said, I've been here, I went to Japan, I went to Okinawa, and while I saw all kinds of great guys doing wonderful things, I couldn't find anybody doing this type of stuff. And then that's where the journey really began. And it took me 5 or 6 or 7 years of cross-training, traveling, China, books, reading. I can't even tell you the frustrations with it, and the hostilities from my friends. Forget the enemies, they were hating me anyway, but even my friends, until I arrived at someone and go, huh. It was kind of like if Jesus Christ appeared out in the middle of the street right now, especially looking the way he looked like back in the day, they'd fucking lock him up. They'd lock him up and throw the key away. Nobody would believe it. And so here I am saying, geez, I was able to dig back into the past and the history without the politics and without the organizations and find something that is, this is too easy. I mean, because once you get this, the rest is simple. Is that all it is? It's just these acts of violence? Is that the contextual premise? And yes, it is. And how he might arrive at his deduction might not be the same way I arrived at mine. The most important thing is that you arrive at the deduction and that you're thinking for yourself. And so that's some 65 kilogram, some 130-pound teacher is telling him this is how it works. And he's going, yeah, I don't think so, or vice versa. And so I love these drills. I think these drills are great. But in my opinion, the true value of these drills, once you get them all, is to never need them again. But it's to take everything that's inside them and say, that's mine. And I use it any way I want now. Because I'm going to use it in a random and an unscripted way. But the lessons always stay. So every time, so it doesn't matter what you're in. We could be pummeling or not pummeling. I could be in a situation where it's just like this. And I go, oh, wait, my God, I know this. I just go, so I go, I try to take a bite out of his ear, and he pulls away. I slide underneath, and boom, I got that. Or whatever I want to do, because I've done it so many times. I just haven't done it from that entry. But once I get this arm and that arm, I go, oh God, that's this, and this. And that's the value, I think, of these types of drills. So let me see you guys do it. Your head's okay? Okay. Good. Now get, no, yeah, that's it. Get it tight. Good. Go.
That's why I'm there. I can't fucking roll.
Oh yeah, no, that's bad for you. Good for him. Yeah, yeah.
That's why my face is going into
No, don't worry about that for now. Yeah. So what you do here? Come on back up again. What you do here, Eugene, come here, to make him roll here. Let me get on the other side. Rather than you got him from here, see, and you went down. What you do is you kind of lift him up as you go under.
You help him out.
Yeah, you help him out as you're rolling back. Yeah, that will take him over as well. But actually, it's better to have him down the way you are. That's more painful. Good for you, bad for him. So. Okay, are we good? Now, can we do the variation? The henka? Henka means variation. Okay, so, since you go together, Ben, okay, good. So, same thing, you're going to take him down, okay, yeah. Oh, that's okay. He's not going over there. Don't worry. Yeah. Whatever, yeah. Yeah. No, the other. Right hand first.
Right hand.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And stop. Good. Okay, everybody, come on over here. Now, right up to here, everything's the same. This time, as James begins to take him down, James is going to take this leg and wrap it around here. So that leg's going to come around there as he goes down. And as he's rolling, James is then going to crisscross his own leg over the top of this with his other leg. Ready? Slowly and go. Okay, so stop. Come on back. I'd like you to crisscross it before he rolls, so he doesn't roll over.
Right.
But his body wants to take him over, but you're locking his leg in place. Yep, there you go. Good, there you go. Now, James, momentum's going to take you that way anyway. So what you do is you let the momentum take you normally, and then when you stop your momentum, you shove your legs back down here. Don't open your legs. Shove your legs down there. Down. Push your pelvis up, but don't let that come up because you want to put the pressure on the knee. There you go. Good. As you get your other, where's your other arm? Your other. Yeah, good. There you go. Nice. Oh yeah. It's don't worry. It doesn't take much. There's nothing like a knee bar to make you feel pain. Let me see it again.
I think if you get higher up on the knee too, not on the shin.
Okay.
Sort of above the knee.
Good, and right down, there you go, yeah. Any crisscross that you like, yeah. Good, so remember, now this becomes a category 3 lever, okay? A category 1 lever is where I take the end and I apply the pressure here. The body is the load and the lock becomes the fulcrum, you see? So if I change that to this where I have, say, I'm going to use my shoulder now as the fulcrum, the body's the load, and I press down here, that's going to be, so that's what he's doing here. He's using this as a fulcrum. He's holding that to there, push your legs up more. And then he's pushing up with his pelvis, so the pain should be there, you see? Some people who are super flexible, that's difficult for them to hurt them there. It still works. By the way, with joint manipulation and limb entanglement, the rule of thumb is take the joint to its full range of motion and then apply the pressure. Don't apply the pressure before. And everything's perfect. It's like, some people have, they put this doesn't work. And I go, first of all, you don't even have the fulcrum on right. The fulcrum has to be behind there. And now watch here. That's all the pressure I need. That'll give you that. But I get down here, I push all day long, get nothing. So you get the position right, and then you apply the pressure, and that's so. Isolate the range of motion, and then apply the pressure. Yeah. So okay, we got it. Let's get to work. Okay, so here's the plan now. So do number 2, you know, the double strike, with both endings. Do the first one without the, you know, the henka, the spit, the click. Cross your arms, take them down, get right back up again. Number 2, go right into the second one and do the second and do this takedown here. Now, whether you do this follow-up, oh, I actually haven't showed you the follow-up yet. Well, there's so many other ways of following up, but let me just see both takedowns and both follow-ups, okay? Oh, yeah. Left side forward, right punch. Yep. Good. Yeah. Foot sweep. Knee. Good. Come underneath with the arm. That's right. Take him up. Now hold. You got him up. You got him in a position where he's falling down for you, but you got to get more leverage under there. So get that arm. Go underneath and hold it for a minute. Let me see. Now. Stop. Yeah, you need it. That's what you need. Now we cannot resist against that. Okay. Good. There you go. Pull him out. Yeah. It's easier than that if you keep him on the ground. Good. That's it. Nice. So keep him there for a minute. Keep him there. Stay down. Keep him there. Now I'm going to talk you through this. Take your left leg and step behind his arm. Left leg and step. There you go. Now other way. Other leg too. There you go. Good. Now you can take your hands away, but back up with your legs. Back up more. Now take your hands away. Never mind. Okay. Remind me to show you guys a TP choke later, okay?
And then the second, right?
Second one, yep.
That was very similar to that hip lock that you did. Foot lock. It does the same thing on my arms. Boom. Pop.
Now get in deep. Go. Nice. That's it. Now as you're going down, get that accordion movement with your body. Yeah, the stretch. As he's going back there, shoot your legs out. Go. There you go. And push your pelvis up. Yeah.
Without tap.
That was a. Oh yeah. So never tap far away because sometimes he can't hear it. Yeah. Or if you can't tap him, do a verb tap. Verbal.
Tap.
Yeah. Yeah. Or double tap.
So you said left hand forward, right hand punches?
Yeah. So this is number 2, which number 2 is against a right hand and a left hand. Come underneath. Good. That's it. Nice. But you had your right hand was a little bit too far up behind his head, which means you're losing your leverage. So you want to keep that hand out. Oh, there you go. That's how. So turn sideways so I can see. Yeah. So you see, your right. Yeah, that's it. The higher up there. Now you get your body. Keep his body where you just back around this way. Back around this way. No, keep him there. Don't let him. That's right. That way you move. There you go. But pull the arm. That's it. Now swoop it back. Give me that arm. Well, there's a way. We need to turn him on his side a little bit. There's a really. I'll show it to you later. There's a way of. It's a kind of a movement from the White Crane as well, and it's very famous here. There used to be a guy here. His name was Nakasone Seiyu, and he was a Tomarite stylist. And not a lot of people knew a lot about him, but they loved watching his applications. And there's a couple of old black and white photos of him doing this move here as well. And it's you look at him and say, how the hell did he get him in that pretzel-looking stuff, you know? Yeah. Good. You can kind of lasso his leg as you're going down, or you can lasso it before you go down. Your pick, you know. That, you know, I'm like I say, remember at the lecture this morning I said it's not rule bound, so we're not bound by any ethics here. So the testicle slap, the biting, I'll tell you. So we used to have a thing at my dojo, at my home dojo in Brisbane when I was still in Australia. And look, I've been doing this stuff for a really long time, right? And so when I went to Australia, which was 1995, I had kind of given up my career. I used to be a sparring partner for the UWF guy, the professional wrestlers up here, not to be confused with the phony professional wrestling. And our group called UWFI, we changed our name in '93 and we became known as the Pride Fighters. So you know what Pride is. Pride became famous with Baz Rutten and guys like that, right? So this was full contact, no gear, no rules, but you couldn't bite the guys. So when I went to Australia, they were just only hearing about the UFC, and 2 years after it was started. And so everybody was interested in the ground stuff. So I said, okay, I'll give a ground seminar, and I taught it at the University of Queensland in Brisbane. And interestingly enough, all those young guys who came to my ground seminar, they're all heavyweights in BJJ now, either with the Gracies or the Machados, or with some of the other offshoots in the States, you know. But the guys who stayed with me, because my background is in catch wrestling, and catch wrestling predates all this other stuff, and it was actually made popular in England. England. And our heroes of that era were guys like Billy Robinson, Lou Thez, Carl Koch, and Gene LaBelle. And see, those guys all had judo and grappling backgrounds as well, but the catch wrestling was the stuff that, you bit, you eye gouge, and, everything that engendered a pain withdrawal reflex action, which allowed you to do something else, was what the nature of catch was about. So even guys like Eddie Bravo, for example, who had become quite famous as a Machado black belt, but then broke away to create his own interpretation. 10th planet, like roll a fatty before you start training, and huh? Tony Ferguson, yeah, Tony, yeah. So one of my senior students in Australia loved this so much. In those days, Eddie hadn't opened his own dojo yet. And he was running a little place down not very far from where I used to live in downtown DTLA. And it was called Legends Gym. And there was, all the guys, Randy, Couture, all those guys were there at the time. So my little student's name was Frank Barca. So Frank went, and he met Eddie there before they formed 10th Planet. And so he came back and he said, oh, Sensei McCarthy, man, I love this stuff too. I want to do it too. I went, well, what's stopping you, man? Like, get going. And after a while, the more he learned about what Eddie was doing, and Eddie renamed everything, So it was no longer, they call it a Kimura, A Kimura was the misrepresentation of a guy's name whose name was Kimura. And Kimura was a judo / jiu-jitsu legend, from the 50s and 60s. And when you were shooting up through a hole to get an armbar or something like that, he would call it a zombie, and that's a double bag, and everything took on, and he had names and transitions for everything. And after a while, the more Frank learned about catch wrestling, he goes, this is not BJJ. Because if you went, for example, in '93, when they went public, if you went into a BJJ dojo, a school, without a gi on, they'd have sent you home and said, I don't know what you're doing, but you need a gi to roll here. So the evolution, the continued evolution, which was through MMA, led to no gi. Well, that's our home. That's where we come from. No gi grappling. The gi offers so many more handles with which to be able to grab onto, And so a lot of the stuff that you see here is all inspired by that type of thing. And I told you, my jiu-jitsu teacher was Professor Wally J. And I can remember, he retired at 65 years old. He'd been a postal worker all his life. And when he retired from the post office, he started teaching seminars professionally. You got to remember, he's taught until he was almost 90 years old, you know. And I would do things with him, and I'd say, hey, Sensei, I got a question. He goes, yeah, what is it? And he'd go, I'd say, you showed that to me a different way like 3 weeks ago. And he'd say, which way do you like it best? And I go, well, I like this way. He goes, let's do it that way then. And I said, what do you do? He said, I tighten the circles. Instead of making those big, huge Kodokan swoops, he says, I've tightened the circle, and in doing it, I seem to get more kinetic energy transfer and better balance this place. Oh, great. That's fantastic. And so it's that type of mentality. And he would say things like, why would you fight World War III with World War II weapons? Like, it doesn't work. He says, you have to constantly improve. Now, the idea of taking a guy down, it never changes. The act of violence, it never changes. But how you approach it and your understanding of the science and the principles, that's what's important. And I think that's the beautiful part about this stuff here as well. So, okay, so we got both of them? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, but by the end of tomorrow, I doubt seriously whether your bodies are going to be too sore, but your brain's going to be fried. Because this is all about the collecting new knowledge and then trying to. And I say this: don't try to remember anything. That's what videos are for. You'll have it on the video. You can just go back. That was what it was. And through, we're going to do a dozen of these things. And you'll say, I kind of like number 2 over number 7 or something like that. So there'll be a couple that you invariably like more than, say, the other ones. And you hang with that. And that will become your base. And then you will take on more. Let's go back to number 3 again. I like number 6 or something like that. Or I like the bear hug the best type of thing. And then, in my opinion, as your body of knowledge about that which there is to know becomes more expanded, and especially you, because you have a large dojo, you have a lot of children as well. You don't want kids to get hurt, right? So you say, how can I dumb these down? It's probably a bad word, right? How can I etosify these things, right? How can I make them less dangerous and modify so that the kids are not going to get hurt with a takedown or something like that? And you can do it, because now you see everything is a building block, everything is a template. They're never going to see that template. That template is never going to be part of it. But this is fantastic for them. So what I'm famous for, my overseas seminars usually start on a Friday night. And then we pick up on Monday morning, and we usually from 9 until 5 or something like that. And I have 2 or 3 days with that, right? So I have a lot of time to deal with these things. And I'll build on top of everything. So at the end, you've got this massively long interlinked change. But I'll do like a warm-up, and then I'll do a cool-down later. So even the warm-up of 2-person drills, they're great. They're already templated, they're already systematic. The kids love those type of things. And I do a lot of these things, especially if you're doing grappling with the kids, which I used to have a day in my Australian dojo where I'd have a family day at the dojo where the parents could all come. Usually it was just the dads, right? Where the dads never see the kids, right? And everything would be, I used to call them koala this and kangaroo that, because, Kaidi, because the koala bears and the kangaroos have one thing in common, they all have pouches, right? So they keep their babies in. So I made up all these drills about carrying the pouch and stuff like that. And let me show you. Let me get you two guys. Is that here? So I'm going to get you because I can see that you have good gymnastics background skill. So Eugene. Oh no, let me use James. Eugene, you sit down. Because James will be, just because you don't know the drill. Get in a good strong shikodachi. Go ahead, just a good strong. Yep, facing her. Good. No, don't get so low. Get up a little higher. You're going to need to, and get your arms up like this, nice and high. Okay, now, here's your job. You're going to jump on him, okay? Like say, like you're going to put him in a standing guard, so you're going to wrap your legs around him. And I want you to crawl all the way around his body, okay? Without putting your feet on the ground. So go.
Okay, so this way?
Any way you like, yeah, you're good. Okay, so there you go, now go. Yep.
Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath.
Good. Now, say. Now, keep your legs locked. Just drop your back. Drop your back. Now, come back up on the sit-up. Let's go. Boom. And James, don't hold your breath. Breathing. Yeah, there you go. So So I have this whole series of exercises. Now, you stay right there. James, you go down very slowly into the push-up position. Go. Yeah, good. Push up, yeah, good. You stay there. Now, James, go all the way down to the end. Go. All of a sudden it becomes a killer for him now. You see? Now, stand back up again, James. There you go, stand up. Yeah, good. So, yeah. So these are my, okay, relax. Yeah. These are my koala bear exercises, okay? I got a whole series of these like this. So you can imagine I got 150, 100 black belts, we're in Germany or somewhere. The first hour is all this type of stuff. And guys are exhausted. The seminar's over now, isn't it? But,
so that would be dad and son.
Yeah, well, the dad and son, and they love this stuff. For the kids, it's the whole lovey-dovey cuddly. And the kids don't even see this as exercise. Dad's having a heart attack, taking him out to the hospital, and the mom's going, "This is a great idea," So the whole little thing, and at the same time, they get this feeling for grappling at the same time. So all the little mount guard side, north-south guards, it's all second nature to them after a while, and I use it as a game for them, And it becomes like a template. And of course, the template is at the end, so that there is no template. You just depends on what's happening is how you're going to respond to it. So, okay, quick review of the first sets of exercises from number 1, and then we'll go on to the next one. Okay? Yeah. So number 1, then number 2, and number 3. Okay, with both takedowns. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I finally figured out how to do it outside.
She does go on to as well. She's not like TikTok
I'll try to do the roll. I'll try to roll you.
Feet on the floor. Your feet on the floor. Bring your legs together. Bring it to the floor. Put this foot flat on the floor. There you go. Now put your hips up. Okay. So if you're like this, right like this. Got it.
It's a triangle choke, but you haven't been around jiu-jitsu.
I haven't.
You're triangle choking your ankle. And then hypersing on me. That was all 3, right? That was all 3. Yeah. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just noting where it hurt that time.
One boxing match between Jack Dempsey and George Carpenter would set precedents because the Japanese would discover they'd never seen closed fist impact before. And Gogai said, we don't need the foreigners. We have it right here. And that article was written in November and published. I translated it and put it into our book called the Tanpenshu. So it's interesting to see this closed fist. And the point being this is Motobu Choki said, you know, he said, your fist should be kept like a gold watch, a pocket watch. You only ever pull it out when you want to see what time it is. You only ever use the fist when you need to defend yourself. And that, can you imagine if you knew nothing about fighting with a closed fist, and there was a self-defense situation here, and you just said, oh, excuse me, and you hit the person in the face, the fight's over. Especially if you know where to strike. And back in the day, not only did people not know that, they never knew how to defend themselves against it. So that's why karate became such an intriguing alternative on the mainland here, because they'd never seen it before. And so you got someone like Funakoshi Gishin teaching karate. It became, and you know, of course, because we were talking about Otsuka, Hironori, 1891, 1981, 90 years old, jiu-jitsu background, was one of the first 7 to get a black belt with Funakoshi Gishin in April 24, after a year and a half of training, and 6 yen. Keep in mind that that was a 1 month's salary back in those days. So by the time Otsuka would meet Motobu Choki, and there was a little confrontation between Funakoshi and him, Otsuka went, goodbye, hello, I'm going to train with him. And so in Wado-do, your style, in the early years, Otsuka was using these Motobu Choki style drills, as was Kokuba Kosei, who was a student of Motobu Choki. So Kokuba in Japanese is Kuniba. Kuniba Shogo, and then when he would create his version of Shitoryu with Mabuni Kenwa, it would become known as Motobu Ha Shitoryu. And now, give somebody something and watch what happens 20 years later. You know, it becomes their own. They constantly reinterpret the common principles to create a new way of doing the old thing. And so the drills you see now in Motobu Ha Shitoryu don't look like Motobu Choki's drills anymore, nor does Wado-do, and he's got his own thing. And he loved the knife and the tanto, as you remember. Those drills those were like signature drills for him. Okay, so enough talking, let's get back to work. Let me show you this. So this is now, so this time the hand comes out, and I'm gonna, this time, okay, so sorry, you drill, yoi, so he's the aggressor, so he steps in, remember, meifu tote, mother and child hands. I'm the defender, I step back. Motobu's his second drill, third drill, and all the other drills deal with this two-hand combination. But does that look familiar with boxing positions of that, at least that 20 era? I know you guys, these Japanese fighters, Piston Horiguchi, who trained with Motobu, by the way, fighting Harada. Those guys became very well known for their Western use of the fist. So this time, rather than going to the outside to cause the bridge, you're causing the bridge this way from here. This is my real ukewa. This is my reception here. That's the bridge. That's the distraction here. There's the bump. As you move out of the way, he hammers. I hide my hand from here. I come across with the elbow. I slide underneath, and there's the grab there before I take him down. So in the henka, or the variation, he's going to do this time. The hand comes out. You're doing this check. You're doing this. You're doing here. You're going check this way. It's the same as where's our knives anyway? Do you remember? Yeah. We used to hold our class on Saturday morning down on the beach when I was in Toyosaki. You remember Toyosaki, right? Did you ever see the picture of him coming up from the beach on the first day? Yeah. Oh, it was terrible. Yeah. So here, stop. Do you remember against the stab? Yeah, against the stab here. I got this kind of a hollow vacuum, and then I do this kind of juju uke type move. And really all it is just getting the hand out of the way from here and slamming the outside of the hand so you get this break. The same thing happens against, like on a grab, for example. You know, if I can dig in to the ulnar or radial neurovascular bundles, I get this flexion. Or if I punch into it, I get that same thing with the hand. In this case, he's doing this. He's hitting a part of the body called the medial epicondyle from here. This one, from here. Other known as the funny bone. But there, it's not too funny there, is it? It's very, very painful from here, okay? So he's doing this. He's going, instead of a tap and vector that with a bridge before he waits for this, he's doing this instead. He's moving outside it, and he's hitting this way from here. So as the punch comes in, he's attacking the punch. And then as he hikites his hand, remember, he's pulling the hand this way, which brings the face to here. That allows you to take the hand from here and impact the mandible. That gives you what they call a brainstem twist. For here. And then as the brain gets rattled from here, you're then coming up this way from here. And then all you do is you grab across. You come across this way. I grab from here, and I pull down like this, dig like this, and then I tap the popliteal fossa to put the choke on it from here like this. Sorry. So what you get is you got this. So when you're looking at Naihanchi, which was Moto's kata, you find there's not just percussive impact, but you have joint manipulation, limb entanglement, blood and air deprivation, takedowns, throws, grappling, pressure points, all of that's right in there. So here we had, how many takedowns did we do?
Three so far. Well, 2 takedowns, 1 choke.
Let me see Eugene and Ben. Come on here. Let me see you do the 2 with the takedowns. I'm going to be a spectator. We've been doing these multiple chokey drills. Lock the leg up. Good. Hook it in. Stretch out, stretch, 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 stretch. Push your knee up. And don't forget it's Eugene as well, so he's like super flexible. So good. And the other one? Let's see you do it. He'll attack you. No, the other one. Remember from Basaisho. So, are we allowed to do karate on the strip? No. Did you see Sensei yet? Oh yeah. Oh good. Yeah, good. How's he doing? I talked to him just on the day before Christmas, and I called him on the day before Christmas, and he didn't answer. And then the next day I was teaching, and he called. I was in the middle of class. I said, I can't teach right now. I said, can I call you back? And then of course my kids showed up, and their husbands and wives came with them, and that's it. Dig it out, bring it up. Don't change those hands. Nah. James, go ahead. Do it again. Watch James do it.
James got hands double the size of mine. We can do more size range. If it works, I'll call you. Promise.
Yeah. Roll them out. Back fin. Oh, you're changing your grips. Why do you do that?
I didn't change.
No. Yeah, but you were too close though. You were doing like something that was called like a teepee choke. Don't change the hands. No. It goes. Foot sweep, knee, right? So you can't change it. That's your, yeah. Roll them out. Now, don't change those. James, you got your hand. Your hands are. Come on. So you got control. You did the hair. You bring the hand through this way from here. See? So that's going to be. There's your category 1 lever. There's your fulcrum. That's the load. That's the effort from here. But you change it. You come underneath from here. So I want you to see these positions. that you come underneath for, right? So I don't change my hands. See, that's that position. See my hands? Show me where I change my hands. Just go down. There, hold. Now watch, I roll this way. There. Now, Eugene, am I changing my hands? Did I change my hands? Don't change the hands. Let me see it again.
Who am I beating up, so?
Who am I beating up today? I'm out of here, man. Nah. Okay, so. The theme is Naihanchi. So where do you do this in Naihanchi? That's Irish jig. You foot sweep, then you knee, and then you step. Do you guys still do Naihanchi, yes? Yeah. It's the one that came from Nakaya? Nakama, I mean, sorry. Nice. Now, don't change those hands. Pull them over, pull. Nice. There you go. But don't come forward. Go backward. There. Now pull him back. There you go. Hey. Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Very good. Okay. So. Okay. So. We had looked at this. One hand comes out. We had looked at the idea. A block comes this way. You see, right? But the thing is, nobody ever looked at the quiet hand, and that was the real check there. That's just the bridge, and then if I enter the Mawai, the combative engagement distance here, he can check it as well, and he brings it back, and then he strikes, and either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what hand if he goes this way, I can go to the outside, vector hit, and come back again, or I can go to the inside. Doesn't matter which way. So inside, check, strike. See? Inside. So I'm always on the inside here. But I can be on the outside like this, see? And he's on the inside, you see? And I can turn every one of those into a joint manipulation, or he can escape. Let's say that I've already got you and you can't. So you bite the fascia. It's the largest organ, most pain receptors. I flinch. He exposes the flinch. Exploits it. Traps my arm so I can't move. And Gyakuwaza up. Good. He's got me in the Gyakuwaza. Unless I slide him, come underneath. Remember, I'm going to put the guillotine on. So I use this to pull my hand out. I go, pull my hand out, slide in from here. I push him back as I start to put the guillotine on him. But I wrap my leg around him from here so he can't get a position. And then all I do is I come up. I went here, one. I grab hand two. I don't want him to be able to move, so I wrap my leg around him and trap his leg, and then I just press my hand up to do a blood and air deprivation and put him to sleep. Oh my God, that's Basai. And so you see, what were the two forms that Motobuchoki liked the most? And Pasai, yeah. And they say he made his own kata, right? They say it. I don't know anybody's ever, Scott probably knows it, right, of course. And it was called White Bear? What white? White Bear, was it? White Bear, yeah. So. Shirokuma. Yeah, Shirokuma, that's what it was. Yeah.
What was the other kata you said was the predecessor to the Hinan?
Chanan.
Chanan.
Chanan, yeah. But Chanan, I think, in my opinion, Chanan was a name that was used largely to describe what is now called Pinan Nidan, as far as I know. And then during Itosu's time, because of what was going on the mainland, and the fact that there were funds available to subsidize a movement, and he saw what Kendo and Judo did in the school system through Shintaro from Momosho in Kagoshima, Ito said, add this up. I think we can get some money here too. And the Jukun 1908 presented to Dainapon Tokai, Minister of Momosho and Department of War, Okay, and it's not going to cost us anything. The Okinawans have already got 1879. You got Hanashiro, you got Yabu, and another guy get recognized for this wonderful physical fitness, and presto, it's in the war. So let's make something that's Japanese looking. And so Pinan, Heian, I think, it doesn't say that anyway. That's just my own opinion, by the way. But okay, look. It's 3:50. We're finishing at 4 o'clock anyway. So why don't we call it a day? And we've already done the lecture, so that's over from this morning. Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock sharp, we're back on the floor, and we get through. And so we've got 8 drills to do in the morning. I want to get them done. And then in the afternoon, I want to put the kaki damashi together with the tegumi so that you have a pathway now to link the application practices to something a little bit more freestyle that you can use from stand up and distance, clinch, and ground if you have to go there as well. And all of it is when you separate the 2-person drill and then you look at the movie, you go, oh my God, that looks like Seipai, or that looks like, Basai or something like that. So these solo individual representations, when brought together to form a geometrical configuration, create something greater than the sum total of its individual parts, and therein lies the idea of kata, you see? And so the kata were never meant then to teach you something as much as they were to serve to remind you how to do something you'd already learned in a 2-person, my opinion, drill that represented how to defend against these acts of physical violence. So, how are we, okay? Everybody had a good time? Did you learn something? You had fun? Hey, let's bow. Hello. Hi. I just Thank you, everybody. Hey, thank you very much.